Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with a special and short pre-holiday edition of Rabbi E and 3, brought to you as always by MEOR DC. Just want to wish you a happy holiday. No big production, no big performance. Just from me to you, a happy, healthy holiday. You're thinking, maybe, what holiday is it, Rabbi E? And that's why I'm starting this way. It's not Tu B'Shvat. It's not Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, so if you haven't asked for forgiveness yet, you still have time. I'm trying to underscore the unbelievable fact that tonight there's a Jewish holiday that's arguably the most important Jewish holiday of the year. You certainly couldn't make that argument. And so few Jewish people know about it. I didn't know about it when I was growing up. Maybe I'd heard the word, but I didn't keep it in any sense. What holiday am I talking about? Well, 7 weeks ago, we celebrated Passover. It was a strange Pesach this year. We couldn't be with loved ones. Maybe it was over Zoom or whatever. But we relived as a people leaving Egypt, or rather God taking us out of Egypt with signs and wonders. And we ate matzah and we asked the 4 questions and so on. Let me ask you, where were we going when we left Egypt? Did God have a destination in mind? Yes, he did. You'll say, Rabbi E, the promised land, the Holy Land, land of Israel. Right, you are. But there was an important stop first. A stop which was the goal of the Exodus. The stop which Moshe was told about when God first addressed him at the burning bush. It wasn't Starbucks. Had to get in that joke. I haven't been in Starbucks in a long time. What was that stop? Of course, it was Mount Sinai. We were taken out of Egypt by God to become a people to him, to receive the Torah, our guidebook to elevate ourselves in the world. Tonight is Shavuos. Tonight is the reliving of the giving of the Torah. The 10 commandments were spoken by the Almighty to every Jewish man, woman, and child. Not just Moshe getting the 10 commandments. Yes, he went up to the mountain after the public revelation and brought down 2 tablets of the law with 5 and 5, 10 commandments. But we, the Jewish people, had a national revelation. Hashem spoke the Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 literally statements or utterances. Tonight is Shavuos. 3,332 years ago, an important event, the most important event in all the history of the world, possibly, took place. God revealed his ratzon, his will, to mankind, specifically to a nation of former slaves who enthusiastically wanted to accept a program to elevate ourselves and the whole world, to be a goy kadosh, a holy nation, a light unto the nations. We eagerly accepted the offer of a covenantal relationship that it first started with a conversation between God and Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, our patriarchs, and now as a people in front of Mount Sinai, we heard God speak and we entered into the covenant. That's tonight. That's Shavuos. Why isn't it so well known? A lot of reasons we could say. There's no external one mitzvah associated with Shavuos, like matzah with Pesach, or the making a hut, a booth, a sukkah in Sukkot. And the reason is, most obviously, probably, how can you reduce the whole Torah and the whole covenant to one external symbol or observance? You can't. It's a beautiful night. Tonight there is a custom to stay up all night studying Torah. It might be hard, but at least I would suggest Rabbi E taking an extra minute here over my 3 in the holiday spirit. Read Exodus chapter 19 and 20, which describes the build up to Har Sinai, to Mount Sinai, and the actual speaking of the Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 commandments. And then read Deuteronomy, Devarim 4 and 5, where Moshe movingly, emotionally, passionately recounts 40 years later after that event to the generation about to enter the land what had happened at Mount Sinai. The uniqueness of the public revelation in front of all of the Jewish people, the uniqueness of the covenant, of the bond between God and Klal Yisrael. Also, there's a custom you might know to have cheesecake. Why not? Many reasons why we eat dairy, not a law but an observance. Dairy foods. One beautiful one, because milk is the essential nourishment of a human being. A baby grows strong through milk. Torah is milk and spiritual nourishment for us. Chalav, the word for milk, has a numerical value of 40. Chet Lamed Bet, 40 days and nights Moshe was on Mount Sinai, receiving all the laws of the Torah after the public revelation that was beheld, that we all of our ancestors, and really all of our every Jewish person, they say their soul was there at Mount Sinai. So, what's your program for tonight? And I know I came to you last minute. You didn't have time to prepare. I understand. Next year we'll have a wonderful Shavuos together, God willing, in Israel. But make a milkshake, have a piece of cheese or cheesecake if you can find some right now. Open Exodus 19:20, Deuteronomy 4 and 5, and relive the incredible holiday when we became a people, when we entered into a covenant with God to be a Goy Kadosh, holy nation, a light unto the nations. Chag Sameach, good Shabbos, and may we all re-experience to some extent the awe, the magnificence of receiving the Torah and all of its mitzvot to guide us in our lives. Good Shabbos, good Yom Tov, good Shabbos.